talking with the Nanaimo Clippers forward Brad Belisle. Brad, we've talked already this season, but to give fans an indication of some of your hockey background, some of the places you played, some of the things that you've done.
I played my minor hockey in Thunder Bay for the Thunder Bay Kings, and then from there I played my 16-year-old season of junior in Thunder Bay with the North Stars, they're called, the BCHL. From there I spent a full season in Fargo, and then after that another half season, and then I split that with Des Moines, both in the USHL, and now I'm here and happy here, and there you go.
We could say junior hockey is junior hockey, but what are some of the differences you've noticed between the USHL, where you played a lot of games, and the BCHL so far?
I think the coaching styles, it's a different game in the US completely to me. I think there's more hitting here and more focus on that physical element of being real aggressive, and there it might be a little more waiting for pucks and jumping on opportunities.
The Clippers and Mike Vandekamp, after a loss, tend to switch things up, and you saw that on Saturday. What's it like going from being a centerman to a winger in the span of 24 hours?
I've done it before. I played the wing in different places, so that was okay for me. It helped us win, so you can't complain about anything, and you would never complain. Just do what you can to help the team, so it's awesome.
Is there a player or a couple of players that you felt you've had some chemistry with so far?
Just playing. I played most of the games already with Collins and Babbage, so I think we were working together. But with Dave and Millette and in practice so far, if that's where Coach wants to keep us, and we're buzzing too. So we've been clicking so far in all these practices, and I think we're all clicking as a team. So I don't think it matters for us.
What's it been like to the headspace? I was talking to one of the announcers in the league actually this week about the Clippers scored 6 goals in 9 minutes against Cowichan, and then against Powell River, you gave up 6 goals in 9 minutes. Is it easy enough to say, that's junior hockey, or is it just, it's early season, there's still a lot of learning that goes on?
I think it's we got some young guys on the team, not necessarily young, but just inexperienced. So it's going to happen, and I don't think it'll happen again because we learned our lesson from that, and we don't want that to happen again. So I think we got a real strong mental team. So I think coming from taking that experience, and we won't let it happen again, and we'll keep our offense going.
Even with the road games in the preseason and the one road game in the regular season, short trips, you have to go away with the guys, spend a weekend together, and play 2 hockey games. What do you think that'll do for the group?
Yeah, I haven't done a road trip here yet necessarily over 40, or I guess we went to Victoria, so an hour and a bit, but in the past, road trips are for bonding, guys get closer, you get more talking on the bus with each other, so I predict that's going to help us get.
What's the next element of the team game that has to come along as you're practicing this week, as you're looking back and reflecting on the games this past weekend? What's the next step you guys need to make as a team?
I think we know our systems, we know our routes that we're going to skate, and I think just getting it quicker and quicker and just not giving teams any room to breathe, and we'll play in their end all night with doing that.
That is the Nanaimo Clippers forward, Brad Belisle.